Good morning, children. Hope you all are fine. I am your grade 3 science teacher. Now today let us do the next subtopic from block 16, materials and their forms. Let us learn solids to liquids. So in the previous class we have learned whether a thing is solid, liquid or gas. Now today let us observe how the solids can be changed into liquids. Can the solids be changed to liquid forms, and the liquid forms can it change to a gaseous form? So how it changes, let us observe by an example here. So I have taken ice cube. So children, you can see ice cube is nothing but the water form. So you can see the ice cube, the water in two forms. What are the two forms? You can see in solid form and you can see it in liquid form. The solid form is nothing but an ice cube and the liquid form nothing but a water. So you can see it in two forms. But how can we change this solid form to liquid form and liquid form to solid form? So when you are keeping this an ice cube, when you are taking it out from the refrigerator, so when you are keeping it under the room temperature, so what happens? Due to the room temperature heatness, the solid form of an ice cube will change into liquid form. So this process, the melting process, the melting of solid object to liquid form, this is nothing but melting process. This process is nothing but melting. So when a solid object, due to the application of heat, it changes into liquid form. So this process of melting the solid object by applying the heat, this process is nothing but the melting process. And this liquid form again vice versa we have to take. This liquid form again it has to change into solid form. So how it changes? When you take water in a bottle or water in any container, then if you are freezing it, so what you are applying there, if you are freezing it, when you are keeping in the refrigerator, so it changes into solid form. So this is nothing but the process is freezing process. Due to the, you are applying more coolness there compared to the room temperature, you are giving more coolness. Here you are applying the heatness which is in the room temperature. And here you are giving coolness to the object, to the liquid substance, then it changes into solid substance. That means you can change the solid object to liquid through a melting process, and you can change the liquid object to solid through a freezing process. So this two process you have to learn, children. And you can also change, now we have learned solid to liquid and liquid to solid. Can we change these liquids to gaseous state? Yes, we can also change. How we can change? Here, when liquids, if you boil it, you might have seen the mother when she boils the milk. So what happens? You can see the water vapor coming out when the milk starts boiling. So you can see it changes into liquid form. If you keep a lid on that, you can see the water, it evaporates in the form of gaseous states. So if you are keeping the solid under a heat process at room temperature, you can change it to liquid. Even when you apply the more heat, when you are boiling, then you can see that liquid objects will change into gaseous form. So we can change the material into three forms, from solid to liquid and liquid to gaseous states. Now let us observe practically, children.
Children, look at one material with two forms. The water with solid form and the water with liquid form. So when this solid form, when it is kept under room temperature, then you can see that it starts melting. When you keep this box with water, if you keep in the refrigerator, then you can see that it freezes and it forms into solid form. So these are the two forms of water. So here I'll keep it. Then you can see here the ice starts melting. Here you can observe clearly, you can observe that the water starts melting. This ice cube starts melting and you can see the water. It is having the property. What is the property of liquid? It flows. So it is flowing. So the water, the liquid forms will flow. And whereas ice cube, it is having fixed shape. So by this we can say that solid is having fixed shape, but whereas liquid, it is flowing. So when it is started melting, then it is showing the property of liquid, then it is flowing. So these are the two materials which we can change their forms from solid to liquid and liquid to solid. There are also some other materials. Now I'll show that. Even you can see that candle, when you heat it, it starts melting. When heat is applied to it, it starts melting into liquid form. Now it is having a fixed shape. But when it starts heating, the wax will melt into liquid form. So this also starts melting. The solid form can change into liquid again, then freezes. Again, it changes into solid form. Even you can also see that this jelly also will, if you starts heating, but the required temperatures is different from the candle to this jelly. So when you start heating this, it needs some different temperature compared to the candle. So this also melts. This also can be melted, but it requires the different temperatures compared to the wax. So in this way we can change the material forms solid to liquid and liquid to solid and even liquid to gaseous. So in this way you are going to observe many other examples are there. You can observe in your daily life activities. You can observe many things.
Okay children, I think you have understood by the example. Now, can we change all the solids into liquids and all the liquids into gaseous state? No, we cannot change. We can change only some of the solids into liquid states and some of the liquids into solid state. Like, you can change a wax into liquid when you start heating it. So, you can melt only some of the objects. You can change only the states of solid substance into liquid and liquid substance into gaseous. So, by this, we can conclude that only most of the objects, most of the things can change their forms from solid to liquid and liquid to solid. But some of the objects cannot change and cannot replace it back. Just like water, it changes into liquid, again it can replace its solid form when you start freezing it. So you have to follow this melting and freezing process. So why can't we make all the objects, why can't we change their forms? Because each material they needs different temperatures to melt and different temperatures to freeze. So if we give the required temperatures for the object to melt, then we can change its form. So we can change the solid form into liquid form. So they require the different temperatures for the different objects. Now take out your readers, children.
Children, take out your reader. Page number 102. Changes in forms of materials. Many things can be changed from one form to another by heating or cooling. The process by which a liquid changes to a gas on heating is called boiling. Sometimes a liquid changes into gas without heating. This is called evaporation. And when you hang wet clothes out in the sun, the water from the cloths evaporates. Underline boiling and evaporation. When you put a kettle of water on a stove to form steam, it is called boiling. Underline kettle. While boiling, you can see bubbles. Underline bubbles. The process by which a solid changes into liquid due to heat is called melting. Underline melting. The process by which a gas changes into its liquid form on cooling is called condensation. The process by which a liquid changes into its solid form on cooling is called freezing. Underline condensation and freezing. And you are going to draw this solid, liquid and gas. Children, write the glossary and learn it. Now today you are going to complete 5th and 6th. Write one similarity between solids and liquids. So what is the similarity between solids and liquids? Its volume is fixed. So solids will have volume, fixed volume, and liquids will have fixed volume. So this similarity you are going to write. Now what is the difference between evaporation and boiling? So you are going to write this evaporation process. A liquid changes into gas without heating. This is called evaporation. And boiling. So boiling, the process by which a liquid changes into gas on heating is called boiling. So you are going to write this 2 points for differences between evaporation and boiling. Boiling, you are applying heat there, and evaporation, you are not applying any heat, just it changes only to the temperature of atmosphere. So you complete this, children. Now take out your workbook. Take out your workbook, page number 42, solid to liquid. So you write today's date. Tick the correct box. When a solid melts into a liquid, its shape. When a solid melts into liquid, is the shape changing, children? Yes. The shape will change, because when you are heating a candle wax, the solid shape will change. So is it changing or remains the same? So it changes. You have to take a mark in the changes box. The amount of space it occupies change or remains the same. So the amount of space it occupies will be same. It remains the same. And I have a chocolate. I put it out in the sun, in the box. Write or draw what happens to the chocolate. So when you are putting in the hot sun, then it starts melting. The chocolate starts melting. So the melted chocolate, you are going to draw this here. So what is the process? This is called melting process. Because the heat is applied to the chocolate, it starts melting. And the ice cream has melted. I put it in the refrigerator. In the box, write or draw what happens to the ice cream. So when it starts melting, when you are keeping when ice cream is melting, you are keeping in the refrigerator. So what happens? It freezes and it solidifies. Then you are going to draw the ice cream. So this is called freezing process. Why does coconut oil in a bottle freeze in winter but not in summer? So it is cold in winter, so the oil freezes. So complete your worksheet, complete all your works, children.